It's Jordan Winship doing a video letting you folks know. Um, like I've been telling people, everybody's wondering why we have to go down to 2008. A lot of red flags have been going off about me and my uncle being extreme immortal. When my uncle went to his graduation, he looked like he was in high school. He looked well, everybody else is old. That set off a lot of red flags. And people at his graduation didn't know that he's extreme immortal. I mean, my uncle didn't explain to people that he's extreme immortal. But as time goes on, for instance, if we live on Earth for another 10 years, it's going to really twist the people's mind, especially doctors. Doctors will go brain dead when they see my uncle and trying to figure out. And even now, if you look up my uncle's, it's just the way the society is. They're not equipped to handle extreme immortals. So we have to go back down in timeline to 2008, or else a lot of people's mind will get warped. I know for some reason it warps people's mind to see an extreme immortal on an evolving planet. It's either us dying, it's either us. I mean, it's a real thing. We really are extreme immortal. So when people find this out, it warps their mind. For some reason, it warps their mind because they can't believe how can they be extreme immortal? Why can't I be extreme immortal? And like, well, you haven't not been through the things we've been through, and things will open up, timelines will open up, time rifts will open up to different timelines, and eventually it would just will automatically be ported out in 2008. Whether we like it or not, it will automatically happen. It will happen when we're just going out through the day. It will just automatically happen. If too many people's minds get warped, which is happening right now, more and more people's minds are getting warped to find out that we're extreme immortal. And it's not that we're trying to get out of the automotive age, because people thought we were trying to get out of the automotive age. Actually, we actually superseded all the automotive ages, and I lived through all the automotive ages within 20 hours and 20 minutes. I slept for 2 times for 20 hours and 20 minutes, and I lived throughout all the automotive ages. And like, this stuff is scary. Like, I mean, automotive age is scary. Now it's not gonna be scary. Now nobody has to worry because everybody's like, why did they go back down in timeline, and why can't we? Well, you guys are not extreme immortal. You know, that'd be kind of fishy if you go back in timeline and some red flags would go off that you're a lot older than you seem. You should be that age, and you're. I mean, it'd be like the opposite of us going out of timeline. If you went back timeline, you know, you'd be a lot older than you seem, and that would set off a lot of red flags. The opposite would happen if you went back in timeline. The reason why we have to go back in timeline is because because we're extreme immortal. People already There's already tons of red flags are going off. Especially my uncle went to his graduation, his I don't know his 40th or 20th anniversary or something like that, 20th or 40th. I think it's his 20th or 40th um, anniversary, and everybody was old, and he looked like everybody was making comments that he's the same as when he was in high school. He hasn't changed. I guess because he's extreme immortal, and that set off all of me red flags. Uncle, was it your 20th or 40th anniversary?
For what?
Your graduation.
40th.
It was my uncle's 40th graduation, and he's extreme immortal. Uncle, I just explained to the people on my YouTube that we have to go back in timeline.
Oh yeah.
Because we're sending out too many red flags. And how it's warping people's mind. It's warping people's mind that we're extreme immortal. Yeah. And the automotive AI is helping us. That we already created the planet, the 2008 planet. It's being curing right now. It's curing right now, and it's gonna be ready for us as soon as it'll be ready whenever we go down to it. And my mom and my MuRiDA, my wife, and Alita Haikun, the main is gonna come. Is gonna come down here, and then we're gonna go back down to timeline because they don't mind automotive age. None of us mind the automotive age because we super ascended past it. And we're also a Type 99 planet, a Type 99 civilization. Um, in reality, and plus we got Lemuria and we got Mu that are with us, and we got Lemuria Telos. We got those in Mount Shasta that are living with us, and then the Secret Authority primary and Secret Authority secondary is excited to move to primary. That's another option. If they can't move to physical density, then they can move to Secret Authority primary, which is a huge benefit. I'm trying to think when else. And then we're activating the codons. We're activating the genetics. We're activating 88 things that are like telomeres. We're activating their invincibility using Poseidon's God Steel. Invincibility genetics. We have midichlorians that are active. Data simulator, all that. Data simulator set 3 and 7. Aiming up to link update. Aiming up to link update. We got Zeta 77 on Haikun Slurs and Haikun Zari.